What's up, YouTubers? In today's video, we're looking at a gameplay of the Need for Speed No Limits, a new game by Electronic Arts. It hasn't been officially released yet. This is a soft beta release that's only available in two regions, the Netherlands and Taiwan. And as you'll see when the game loads, the only language available for this particular version is Dutch. And also because it's a beta release, you're going to see this text, this red line text that's going to show over everything. It looks like that's only really for Snapdragon devices that it shows up. If you're using a Exynos or a MediaTek device, it probably doesn't show up, at least in the few Android gameplay videos I've seen. One thing to note about this game that's likely going to be true for the final release is it's not huge. It requires less than 750 megabytes to download, so it's not going to be a huge file that you have to delete a lot of files to download, which is good. It does require an internet connection, so if you don't have an internet connection on, it's not going to load the game. It looks like you're required to have a cloud save. One thing to also note too, you have a fuel gauge here, and every time you race, that fuel gauge goes down, and once you hit 0, you have to wait a certain amount of time for the fuel gauge to refill to play again, or you actually pay money to actually have it refueled to EA. Which kind of sucks, but that's the gameplay mechanic that EA is deciding to go with No Limits. You have a garage here where you can purchase new cars, market where you can purchase upgrades and other stuff. As you can see here, I've completed the first leg of the race itself. So let's take a look at one of the newer races. The game goes on a map basis. You have different points of the city where you're going to race people. You also have time trial mode and a challenge mode that you can use to unlock upgrades and other vehicles. So I'm just going to go to a regular race. Okay. All right, let's tap that and hit the race button. Like you'll see here this, okay, once the camera focuses a little bit. You'll see here this is a fuel gauge, and that's going to tell you that you're using one of your 7 available fuel for a race. Okay. Okay. Appears the loading times were a little bit long. It is still a beta release, so it might be shorter for when it officially gets released sometime later this year. Usually it seems like when the picture is black, I might have not made my time. Let me see here. Nope, maybe not. Didn't make it to the next leg. But as you can see, I have 6 out of 7 fuel left. The device I'm playing this game on right now is the LG F60, and it's got the quad core version of the Snapdragon 400. But as you can see, the gameplay is very smooth. Load times are a little bit long, though the graphics look a little pixelated. Doesn't look quite as good as, let's say, Need for Speed Most Wanted or Real Racing 3, in my opinion. But again, this is a beta build right now, so when the official game is released sometime this year, you'll probably have better graphical options, even for mid range devices like this one. Now, if you have a question on how to get this game, because it is a soft release, so it's not widely available, only really available in Europe and Taiwan. All you need to do is just go onto Google and look up Need for Speed No Limits APK. Then you can find a list of websites that host the file that you can download and install it on your phone and see how your phone plays, play around with the game a little bit, see if it's something that you might be interested in when it's officially released sometime this year. If you have any other questions or comments, just leave a comment down below and I'll try to answer them. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.